Why hello there everyone! Welcome back to another video on my channel. My name is Jacob and welcome to Eminem Hub, the channel where we do reactions, we do reviews, and today we're going to be doing a hidden gems video. So we're going to go through every Eminem album and find the hidden gem within that album. We're not including any other albums, just his mainline albums of course. Although I will say the 8 Mile soundtrack has about a bunch of these, so if you want just a full album worth of bangers, you've literally got Rabbit Run, you've got 8 Mile, the actual song, you've got Rap Game featuring 50 Cent and D12. You just got so many bangers on there that you got to check out. But without further ado, let's get straight into this. If you guys are new here, make sure you drop a like, make sure you subscribe. We got some banging Eminem content, we got other rap content as well, so yes. Alright, let's go. We're gonna begin with the Slim Shady LP, a classic of course. And the song I picked today for this album is My Fault, and maybe this is just a little personal connection with me, but I think amongst the community this is a very beloved song. It's just Eminem going off on storytelling of course. Just him and a girl that he has given magic mushrooms and it goes all sideways. It's a hilarious song. It very much follows the story and it's a pretty, like, a straightforward story. It's just funny as hell. Yeah, you gotta give it a listen. It's got a really catchy chorus, you know. I never meant to give you mushrooms, girl. I never meant to bring you to my world. I'm never doing that again. So yeah, you gotta check this one out. We move on to Eminem's most celebrated album, probably the Marshall Mathers LP of course, and there are a bunch of songs I could have picked from here. Some hidden gems that maybe necessarily you haven't really listened to that much. Everyone's gonna say, oh, Criminal, but I think Criminal is, everyone says it's underrated, that now it's actually just rated. So I wouldn't say Criminal anymore. I'm actually gonna go with Marshall Mathers. This may have been an obvious pick, I don't know, but I just think this song is massively slept on. I slept on it for a while as well. This song is just everything you want from Eminem, just that cool delivery around the Marshall Mathers LP era. Just the instrumentals cold and brooding, and you just get to that insane electric guitar at the end as well. And it's just a bit more personal, dealing with how everyone switched up on him once the fame got through, and you know, there's family members who are suddenly calling him to his house, and yeah, he takes some shots at people. It's just Eminem through and through. You gotta listen to that one. We move on to the Eminem Show, and I'm just gonna go with Haley's song here. This is one of my favorite Eminem songs of all time. Me and my buddy Rahul, you know, we love this song, and a lot of Eminem fans relish in this one as well. It's just Eminem having fun on a track. He's got his daughter back. He's got custody over Haley at this point, and it's just a fun song. You got that playful beat as well, and just Eminem singing, not really caring what other people think. And you got a nice little rap in the third verse as well. So it's everything you want from an Eminem song, in my opinion. And I know a lot of people like NFR podcasts don't like this song and think it's a skip. I think that's disastrous because it's just always a fun listen every time. So I will never skip Haley's song when it comes on. Moving on to Encore. Now, Encore I struggled a little bit with for this one because I couldn't find so many hidden gems. You obviously got your big bangers like Mockingbird and some other emotional songs like Yellow Brick Road or of course Like Toy Soldiers. But I actually went with One Shot, Two Shot. It's actually a really solid collab between, of course, the D12 members. And yeah, I think it's maybe one that maybe people don't listen to as much, but it's definitely one of the better songs off Encore, which isn't hard necessarily to do. But yeah, I think One Shot, Two Shot is definitely one to check out if you haven't. Now, Relapse is an interesting conversation because people who've listened to Relapse know Relapse and listen to all the songs religiously because there's definitely a cult for Relapse, and I understand. I actually love so many songs of Relapse. It's a very consistent project, so it was actually a bit difficult picking a hidden gem for this song because if you've listened to the album, you've listened to the album. But I've gone with My Mum. I think it's just got a nice little catchy chorus. It's hilarious. Maybe in retrospect, you know, Eminem doesn't like this one, but a funny way to talk about how his mum gave him drugs and slid paint thinner into his meals. I just think it's a funny little song that maybe doesn't get the appreciation it deserves. But again, Relapse was a bit difficult for this conversation. Let's move on to Recovery. Now, I've gone with Untitled on this one. I don't hear that many people talking about it. I just think it's a solid, fast rap beat, just intensity to the max, and a good send-off for the album as the final song. I think Recovery, you know, lots of people know the bangers on this one. You got Cold Wind Blows, which is a phenomenal song, No Love, and then you got your obvious Not Afraids, or the most viewed ones like Love the Way You Lie. But yeah, I've gone with Untitled. I just think it uses that sample that so many people have used before, so that's the only thing going against it really. But Eminem's rapping is crazy on it, so I've gone with Untitled. Moving on to Marshall Mathers LP2. Now, I was tempted to go with Love Game, but I think, you know, Love Game is a celebrated song, so it's not necessarily a hidden gem. I'm going with Legacy. I think Legacy is one that isn't brought up that often, but it's a story-based song of Eminem growing up, and you know, as a little kid, you know, he was told he wasn't going to make it, and you know, kind of the normal story, but I like how it's kind of told with this drowned out vocal. Eminem it kind of sounds like he's recording on a bad microphone, and then for the final verse, you know, he's made it and he's got you know, full access to his good enough microphone. So, and I like the little chorus there as well. I'm not sure who sings it. It's probably a sample, I'm guessing, but I think Legacy is a hidden gem. So Revival was definitely the hardest one, because Revival lovers and Revival defenders will come up with these hidden gems from the album, but they're not gems in my opinion necessarily. So I guess I've gone with Castle, because in a way it is a hidden gem because it's hidden amongst all these horrible songs and it's at the very end. So people who haven't given Revival a chance may have missed this song. But Castle and A Rose, they're kind of a one-part, two-part story, but I think Castle's the best of the two, and if you haven't listened to it, it is actually phenomenal storytelling on that one. You just got to give it a listen. I know Revival is Revival, but yeah, you just got to give it a try. All right, moving on to Kamikaze, and I've gone with Fool on this one. I think this is the only real pick that I like. Maybe people will have some better hidden gems, but Fool isn't necessarily one that comes into the conversation. People will talk about The Ringer or Not Alike as bangers from that album, or Lucky You even. You know, Fool is one that maybe doesn't get talked about that much, but has similar intensity to the opener on The Ringer, and similar subject matter with Eminem still taking shots at all these rappers. Oh, what's the line where he's like, separates the sheep from goats, I'm my own right, I don't believe in ghosts or something. It's just fire wordplay. And who's on the chorus? Is it White Gold? It might have been White Gold, I'm not too sure, but we all know they say, don't fall to my face now. If you said Nice Guy, I understand as well. Moving on to Music to Be Murdered By. I did split this into A and B because they are kind of full length albums. Probably should have done that with Relapse as well. Oh well. Music to Be Murdered By, side A, I've gone with Never Love Again. I've talked about this song extensively, even on my album retrospective of Music to Be Murdered By. Check that out. It's just a solid song that you don't expect. It's just the whole song's a double entendre with his relationship with a woman, but also drugs. So it's kind of mixed into one. You know, the struggle with that as well. This is a cute little song that Eminem made that, and I think definitely gets overlooked on Music to Be Murdered By. If you haven't listened to that one, you got to give it a try. And Music to Be Murdered By, side B, I've gone with Zeus. Maybe this one maybe isn't so hidden. This is obviously the Snoop Dogg response to all the chaos going on at the time. But Zeus, not a bad track at all. That definitely has White Gold on the chorus, so maybe the White Gold songs are underrated. Yeah, Zeus is definitely worth a listen, and it's just Eminem chill rapping over the beat, and yeah, it's a nice little track. So I've gone with Zeus. And finally, obviously, the death of Slim Shady. And I've gone with Evil. I think Evil's probably the most slept on song. And while I will say it has kind of fallen out of rotation, I still think it's a decent song and definitely had a really good first listen. And you have some really good Slim Shady moments on this song as well. And it's just got a really nice... The instrumental is probably one of the best on the album as well. So definitely a slept on track compared to your ones that most people probably listen to, like Lucifer or Fuel, of course. Yeah, I've gone with Evil. So if you guys if you did agree with me or disagree, make sure you let me know your hidden gems from every album. Maybe there's one that I don't listen to much. Maybe I should listen to that you think's a hidden gem. So yeah, that's the video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you drop a like. Make sure you subscribe as well if you want to see more types of these videos. Or if you have any suggestions, let me know down below. I will do it. I will. You hold me to it. I'll do it. Goodbye.